They love me or do they love the other person? Pick a card, tarot card reading, third party situation. What is going on? We've got pick a card read number 1, number 2 and number 3. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Do they love you or do they love the other person? That's what we're looking at today. First of all, we're going to start with some charms, zodiacs and letters to give you extra deeper connection to the reading. Also, if we get into it and like, well, no, none of them fit, then you know to look for a different reading. But if none of them resonate, but the reading resonates, bookmark the reading and come back and watch it at a later date. At that point, the charms will mean more then. So, what messages are here for you today? Do they love you or do they love the other person? That's what we want to know. We have a Cancer, zodiac sign, Aries. These could be sun, moon or rising, Virgo as well. Then we have a Leo. These can be yours or theirs. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Then we have Capricorn. Then we have an N, a H, and never give up. We have an angel wing. Someone may have an angel tattoo. Then we have a classical angel here watching over things. We have a white diamond. Another N. V. A pink lipstick. A bottle of perfume. A blue star. D, the word dad just came into my head. We have T. And then we have C. Sometimes it can be initials. Sometimes it's like I'm sleeping, I'm bored, I'm fed up with waiting. So let's do a third party situation spread. What do you need to know? What messages are here for you today? Do they love you? Do they love the other person? What do we need to know? Are they going to end up with you? Are they going to stick with the other person? Let's have a look. What messages are here for you today? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. You are always on my left hand side. If this side doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. Down the middle is your person, and then down this side is the other person. I always call the other person the third party because it's your connection with your person that you find most important. So you're never the third party in my readings, no matter what they are technically. Let's not get technical, let's keep it simple. So let's have a look. My goodness, what has been going on? It feels like you want to give your person the ultimatum if they're either going to fight for you or you're going to walk away. And it feels like it's been bubbling for quite a long time between the both of you. I'm going to pull from this deck because I just want a little bit more information because the both of you have had such a hard time. Such a hard time. And I'm not quite sure who the third party is, whether they're got children with them, whether they're an ex, but it feels like there's a long history or there's a connection there that come from a long time ago. So let's have a look. Distant horizons. You just want things to get better. And then we have the main female. And then we have concern. Yeah, this has been something that's been worrying you for a while. And it's been something that's been affecting your relationship and your connection for such a long time. As I said before, you know, it's not an easy thing for you. Let's pull from this deck. What messages are here? The third party really wants your person to love them, but your person doesn't love them. Your person doesn't love them. I don't know if they share children, but it feels like the children now may be adults. Or they've had a pregnancy in the past together. Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changed mind. And this is very much connected to the future card for you, which is the Five of Swords. You are getting to that point of they either fight for me or I'm going. And that's where the Phoenix is coming from. It kind of feels like this third party's come out of the blue, come out of the woodwork. It does feel like they're an ex of theirs rather than them being together. If they're not an ex yet, they're going to be. So in recent past, you've had the Five of Pentacles, your person's had the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Swords in the middle of you both. Your person loves you very much, but there's a lot of pain there. Your person hasn't always done the right thing by you. And it feels like whoever this third party is, there's money involved. There's maybe child support, something like that. We have the Knight of Wands reversed for them. And then we have the Page of Cups reversed in the middle of them both. That's where I'm picking up like the family, children, adult children, or pregnancies that just didn't quite happen. And it's between the both of them. And if none of this is resonating, it's not your reading. So don't force it to fit. Because if you force it to fit, it's going to be very confusing and upsetting. If you're nodding and you know what I'm talking about, this is very much your reading. There's been a lot of hardship here for you. It feels like your person's been trying to work hard to figure out the best thing to do, but they're not very good at doing what is the best thing to do. So it's almost like them working hard but avoiding it. It's like if they could just throw money at it, it would be better. It feels like there is a child around, an adult child around, who doesn't necessarily want any contact with your person. If they're not an adult yet, when they are an adult, there's a feeling here of they're going to have their own life and they're not particularly going to want anything from your person. But there's been a lot of pain between the both of you. It kind of feels like maybe you were both in a relationship and you didn't know that there was such an important ex in their past. And when I say important, I mean they have history together. Whether they were together for a very short window of time and a child came from that, or they were in an established relationship, it's something that you felt that you should have been told about, but they didn't tell you. And I kind of feel that they thought, well, this is never going to come up. This is never going to affect my life. So this third party now being around and you knowing about them has made you think, what else don't I know about my person? So at the moment, your person's got the King of Cups reversed. You've got the Nine of Swords. You're so stressed out about it. And then we've got the Hermit reversed in the middle of you both. Your person's completely refusing to talk about it. It's kind of like if your person could just put this all back in the wardrobe, put it all back in the closet and not talk about it, not address it. Because it feels like the third party doesn't particularly want anything. As time goes by, the adult child isn't going to want anything. But there's somebody here, there's some influence here, maybe there's somebody in spirit that is trying to get some kind of bond between your person and their child. But then there's a feeling of somebody denying a DNA. This is a really rare reading. If you watch me normally, this is like going off into things I don't normally talk about. There's something here about DNA. Somebody wants a DNA test. Somebody doesn't. Somebody's very opposed to it. And overall, the DNA test won't change anything. The answer of it is not going to change the situation. It's still going to be this situation. So take the message from that of what you will. The result of it won't change the circumstances. The third party at the moment has the Strength card reversed. And then they have the Temperance in the middle of them both. It feels like there's somebody in spirit that's like, they really wanted your person to have a connection with the child. But I don't know if this child was just kept secret. Like, it kind of feels like the third party may have just been pregnant and not even told your person about it. Because then there's a feeling here is as I put that out, sometimes when I put things out, I get an instant answer. And it feels like your person saying, well, if I'd have known about this, I would have worked really hard and I would have provided and I would have been part of it. But there's something here if the third party doesn't want your person being part of it. Didn't want that. They wanted their own thing. But there is somebody in spirit that's connected to the child. It doesn't feel like they're connected to your person. Who wanted your person to know? And it's almost like they're meddling. They're trying to see if they can figure it out. They can have a connection or not. And it feels like overall, the adult child's going to get to the point where they just don't want it. They don't want part of it. Your person loves you very much, but this whole thing has really made them see the world in a different way, with them being the King of Cups reversed. As you know, when I see that card, I look at it and think whatever they're saying at the moment, they mean something else, or they're holding back, or they're blocking out, and they're not allowing themselves to love or feel or anything. The Hermit reversed in the middle of you both. As I saw that card, it's almost like you want to talk about it, but your person's like, no, we're not talking about it. It's not relevant. We're not talking about it. This shouldn't be affecting us. This is nothing to do with us. And the Nine of Swords, it feels like you're taking on the stress of it. Because your person's in this place of, let's pretend it's not happening. Let's pretend that it almost feels like they're in the mindset of, well, I should have been told this years ago. Why wasn't I told this years ago? I could have done something about it years ago. I've lost the opportunity, so I don't want to get attached, and I don't want to get heartbroken. I don't want this just to all fall apart. And they're not handling it in the best kind of way at all. And you're taking the stress of it. You've got the Nine of Swords. You're like, what can I do to fix it? What can I do to make it better for them? And you can't. With your person, you're going to have to just let them deal with this the way that they need to deal with it. There's absolutely nothing that you can do to help. And this is a very specific reading for the right person to find at the right time. Whether that's when I upload it or at a much later date, you've stumbled across it, it's your reading, take it. There's nothing here that you can do other than do what is right for you. And the amount of stress that you're putting on yourself because of this whole situation, you've got to stop that, because the person who was pregnant, that this is all down to them. This is all down to them. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just wanting to help your person through this, and your person's going to get through it the way that they're going to get through it. And it almost feels like them going, right, no, well, I'm just going to shut it all out. I don't want to deal with any of it. But I think what's going to come first is a rejection from the adult child towards your person. But then it feels like that will hurt, but it will also set your person free of not having to tread on eggshells. This is not their mistake. It feels like if they'd have known about it, it would be much different, wouldn't it? And then there may also be stress for you of, if you haven't had a family with your person, there may be a feeling here of, oh, we wanted a family, we could have had a family, and if only, And then there's also this feeling of, if only you'd known about this child of theirs, you could have been a step parent, and there's a grieving, there's this sense of, well, we didn't know about it, so we couldn't do anything about it. And this isn't just your person's problem. This is affecting you and everything. So if you want to cry, you can cry, and if you feel the way that you feel the way that you feel. Just because your person's shutting it out and shutting it down doesn't mean that you're just going to not feel anything. It's a very complex situation, and the third party has a lot to answer for, because if they'd have dealt with it in a different way, life would have been different for all of you, and better, I think, for all of you in different ways. Your person's not interested in the third party at all. Your person loves their child unconditionally, of course. But there's a wall there as well. Well, I've missed the boat. There's nothing I can do now. And there's this well, I'll just give up. Sometimes we fight for things, and sometimes we just let it go because it hurts too much, and it feels like this is a situation for your person that they just can't deal with it. So moving forward, your person is going to be moving into a much more happier mindset. You've got the Seven of Swords in the middle of you both, and then the Five of Swords for you, which is you kind of being at that point of, my person needs to fight for me, they need to fight for our future. And there's also this feeling of you having to let go of the situation as well, because it feels like you've got anger towards the third party. Totally understandable, because you love your person. There's a feeling here that you're going to have to let go of this child, whoever they are, who could have been your stepchild, and it could have been different, and it could have been lovely, but it wasn't, and it isn't, and there's nothing that you can do to change it. The Seven of Swords is my pension pot for the future. What do the both of you need to do for the long term? And it's you both, and it's in the middle of you both, so it's the both of you deciding, the both of you and kind of getting to the point of, okay, this is what we need to do for us. This young person, young adult, is going to be doing what's best for them, and that is cutting ties. And I kind of feel that this adult child will go on to their own life, and they're going to cut ties with the third party as well. Because it's the third party's fault. And there's a betrayal there. There's this feeling of, okay, my parent did want me, and they would have tried and everything, and the fracture that's there is the third party's fault, their choices and their decisions on it, isn't it? Moving forward, the Page of Swords for the third party, and then the World in the placement, which is worlds apart, a sense of completion, and your person is going to be very happy with that. There's going to be information that comes to light for this adult child that changes their view of the third party as well. And then it just feels like the adult child's going to go off and live their life and have a very good and fulfilling life. Considering everything that's happened, they're a very well-balanced person, and they're full of love and compassion. They may be hurt, and they may have negative feelings towards your person, but over time, I think they're going to get to the point of realising that it's not your person's fault. It's not their fault. It's not your person's fault. It's not your fault. The blame is very much at the third party's fault. So I'm going to pull an oracle card, because I don't think there's really much more to say. Does your person love you or the other person? Your person's always loved you. Can the both of you get back on track again? I really hope so. I really hope so. I think you're just going to have to accept that if your person doesn't want to talk about this, you have to respect that. And you have to, there's things here that you need to let go of. And that's really hard. It doesn't feel like the third party wants them or anything like that. So you've got to do what is right for you and what is right for your person. And it feels like you and your person having a talk of, it almost feels like talking about everything apart from this, but also making plans for the future, as long as we don't talk about this. Power in sisterhood. If there's anyone that you need to confide in, do it. Just pick who it is wisely. You are worthy. You are loved. Absolutely. Be one with nature. Carry on being your fabulous self. The universe sees your worth, and I can see what a hard and difficult situation this has been for you. And things will get better. Things are going to get better. You've been through the worst of it, and there is hope for the both of you getting back on track again. I really think there is. It's almost like a boost for your connection. Yeah, it feels really lovely. If you like private reading, they're always available. Fast track is switched on as much as possible. Going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so the angels take you on your way. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Do they love me or do they love the other person? That's what we want to know today. We're going to pull some letters, charms and zodiacs to give you extra connection to the reading. What messages are here for you today? Your third party situation. Do they love you? Do they love the other person? Or what do you need to know? The charms are to give you extra connection to the reading. If they make sense, there's possibly a message here for you today. If the charms don't make sense, but the reading does, bookmark the reading so you can come back and watch it at a later date. At that point, the charms should mean more. So let's have a look. We've got antique hearts, silver antique hearts. We have a seashell. If you listen to the seashell, you can hear the ocean. That's what I'm trying to say. My voice is giving way a little bit. We have a Converse boot. We have the letter J, a G, E, O, N, X, and another G. And then the zodiacs we have Capricorn. We have another Capricorn. These could be sun, moon, or rising. Then we have Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, and Gemini. So let's have a look. Your third party situation. Do they love you or do they love the other person? What messages are here for you today? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. You are always on my left hand side. If this side doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. Down the middle is your person. Dana, this side is the third party. I always refer to the person furthest away from you as the third party because we're focused on you and your person. You're never the third party. I never read the placement for that. So let's not complicate it. Whatever the technical things are, this is the third party. You're not connected to the third party. Why are we delaying this reading? Feels like this has been an upsetting situation for you for quite a long time now. And it feels like you're kind of at the point of just going, I'll just go away and leave me alone. Just go away and leave me alone, you know. So, I'm just having a look. Like, yeah, right, okay, let's go. We have the Four of Cups in your recent past. Your person has the King of Wands reversed, and then the Three of Swords reversed. In the middle of both is the heartache and upset, and it feels like you've been on hold. It feels like you may even have been in no contact. It feels like your person's had a bit of a temper. They've pushed you away. They don't want to talk about it. And it's just really hard. The third party has had the Devil reversed, and we have the Four of Coins reversed in the middle of them both. The third party isn't very powerful. It feels like your person, I'm going to keep calling them your person. It feels like your person has said to you, oh, the third party does this, and the third party does that, and the third party won't let me do this, and the third party won't let me do that, and the third party won't let me move on, and the third party this and that and the other. And then I'm looking at it thinking, no. Within this is a relationship, and within this relationship, it's your person that has the power. The third party has no power. If your person didn't want this, they wouldn't be there. Your person has the life that they're choosing to have. And so all the times that they've said, oh, I have to be there. Oh, and it feels like poor me, you know. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. What do we need to know? What messages are here? I'm slowly getting annoyed. Because the third party has no power at all. They have no power at all. And it also feels like you have no power at all over this. You can't force your person to be with you. You can't force them to make any changes. It's like, it is what it is because your person makes it what it is. But also, your person has very much made the third party your enemy. Like, it feels like they're the scapegoat. All everything that's wrong in the world is all down to the third party. And you're like, yeah, no, I believe that. Don't believe everything that they say. You've got an unexpected income coming in. Okay, that's nice. We have courthouse. Someone's getting a divorce. And then we have the main male. Someone's going to be getting a divorce. If your person has been saying, I can't get a divorce because the third party is not going to let me, this third party may be heartbroken, but they're not forcing anyone to stay where they don't want to be. You know, you've got an unexpected income coming, and it doesn't feel like it's from gambling. It's not gambling, it's somewhere else. Could well be if you've got a side hustle, it could suddenly take off really, really well. So keep at it. Don't give up on it. Just because of all this that's going on at the moment, don't give up on whatever it is that you're focusing your energy on. Keep doing that. The thing that you know inside and out. You're ready for it. Keep doing it because it's going to benefit you. But also, when this money starts coming in, because it's going to come in, it's going to keep coming in, it's not going to stop. If your person suddenly turns up out of the blue, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Because if they've never before made the move away from their marriage, but suddenly you have money coming in, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I'm ready to get divorced now. Don't marry them. Don't marry them. Keep your money separate from them. I'm not saying they're a gold digger, but I think the person in the middle of all of this, goes to where they're the most, what benefits them the most, you know. So let's pull from this deck rather than delaying it. Abundance. Yeah, keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Now, with that also comes a warning. Be careful what you wish for. I want you to be fully aware of this situation so that you know what you're wishing for. Because in life, it's our little wishes that we make and we end up with them. And then we're like, oh my goodness, what did I do? What did I do that for? And it's because we get feelings for somebody and we kind of hold on to an idea of somebody or something, or the way that something's going to be. But we don't look at it properly. We don't remove ourselves from it and look at it. And you're very emotionally invested in this situation. It feels like this person in the middle of you and a third party is very manipulative. They make you feel upset and down. They make you feel that you have no choice. It makes you feel that you have no option in it. And it feels like it's been going on for such a long time. Be careful what you wish for. You've got this money coming in, which is from your hard work and dedication. Don't let the wrong person benefit from it. Careful what you wish for. Remember what I always say, when we're manifesting a relationship, manifest the type of relationship you want. You want to fancy them, you want chemistry with them, you want to feel loved, you want to look at them and think, oh my goodness, they're amazing. You want to feel encouraged, you want to feel supported, you want someone to go on holiday with, you want someone to cohabit with and have a union with. Then let the universe deliver. When you're holding on to someone and something that's so painful, it's almost like the holding on to this is hurting so much that it's affecting your side hustle. And there's a life purpose here for you. But because you've been so focused on this, all of your energy's been going into this rather than the things that you're meant to be doing. Focus your energy on your life purpose and your path and your career and that flow of abundance. And oh boy, that's going to come in. Oh boy, that's going to come in for you. And the things that come from that. It's a tree of life. I'm just pushing my energy into that. But if you hold on to this person's such a toxic person, they would ruin it. They would misspend it. They would take it. They would ruin it. If this is your reading, you're nodding. I'm not telling you anything that you don't particularly know. When a reading hits, it hits inside of you. Collective readings, when they hit. And you kind of go, yeah, I needed to hear this. Yep, I need to get my perspective in order. I need to get my priorities straight. And it gives you a clarity, and it gives you what has been holding you back. And the thing that's been holding you back in the success with your side hustle has been the stress of this connection. It also feels that there may be a divine spirit around who has not been allowing your side hustle to pop off because they don't want this person ruining it for you or having a claim in it, or because if this person is a narcissist that I think that they are, you'll never be the winner. They will always be the winner. And if you're in a moment of glory in your life, and if you're being rewarded, they will do something to make it feel like it's not a reward. It's almost like sitting down and having dinner and having the best dinner of your life, and they're kicking you under the table because they don't want you to enjoy it because you've got the best food and they didn't. So the Five of Wands reversed for you at the moment. The Five of Wands is competition, challenges, drama, feeling again like arguments between you and this person, feeling that you're having to fight for them, feeling that you're having to hold on to it, feeling like every time you've argued, you don't really understand why you have argued. And it comes from them. It's hard, isn't it? The Six of Swords reversed, the Six of Wands reversed in the middle of you both. And then they've got the Ten of Cups. So that even now they're saying to you, I can't leave my family, I can't leave my marriage, I can't leave my spouse. But the universe knows with the Six of Wands, you've got rewards coming your way. You're on your path to whatever it is that you've been building up. It's going to pop off. Lots of eyes and attention on you. Lots of money flowing your way. The universe knows that's happening. And sometimes when the universe is preparing us for something, it makes us feel like we're being pulled back and back and back and back. You know, like them little toy cars. You pull them back, 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 and then you let go and they fly off on their own because they've cranked, the engine's cranked, or the motor in it is cranked. And then boom, off you go. Your side hustle's going to explode. And the universe does not want this person taking any credit for it or ruining it for you or taking what is not theirs. If you do end up with this person, get a prenup, do everything to legally protect yourself. Because at the moment, this person said, I can't leave my spouse, I can't leave my family. They won't let me leave. I don't have the money to leave. I can't do this. I love my kids. I want to be there. And I'm just rolling my eyes thinking, what a loser, you know, because they don't mean it. Now, the reader's question is, do they love you or the other person? They love themselves. They're in it for themselves. They're in this life for themselves. They will be wherever they're best off. And at the moment, they think they're best off with the third party. The Queen of Cups reversed is in a very similar situation to you. They're very upset. They don't feel seen. They don't feel happy. The Nine of Cups in the middle of them both. This person's getting everything that they want, but this person's miserable. This person's getting everything they want, and this person is miserable. This person's fine. This person's like living their best life. If they want to be with you, they'll be with you. If they want to be with them, they'll be with them. If they want to cause an argument with you, they'll do that. And I don't like them. And it's really frustrating. So I think this may be a reading I'm about to abandon, because you've got this sudden wealth coming in. Whatever it is you've been chipping away at, that's the most important thing for you. Now, what I will say is, I know things have been no contact, and I know things have been difficult, and I know that you feel that you're going to lose this person, and you've been holding on, and you've been doing everything you can to not lose this person. I'm telling you now that even if you disconnect from this person, you're not getting rid of them, because they're like a leech. They need to charge themselves up on you. So the moment they feel you pulling away, they're suddenly going to be all over you. They're going to be like, where are you going? What are you doing? But they've kept you in this state all of this time of, they're going to suddenly leave. They're suddenly going to go. You're never going to hear from them again. But that's not the reality of it. This person needs you around because they charge themselves up off you. And they're not just going to let you walk away. They're not going to give you the loving relationship that you want, but they're also not going to let you walk away because they get something. And it's almost like that chase, isn't it? It's them going, okay, I'm going to pull them back in again. It's them being powerful and in charge again. So the courthouse? Yeah, the courthouse maybe. You might need a restraining order. Maybe not that extreme, but you may need to completely block them on absolutely everything and be very clear to them that they can't come back. But then there's this little voice that I have for you at the moment of, I just want to be with them. I just want to be with them. Your success in your side hustle is more important. And the success in your side hustle is going to attract true and happy things to you if you are on your own when it all happens. If you're a single person standing on your own 2 feet and it's yours, no one can take it from you. If you're connected to this person and it blows up and it pops off and you have all this stuff rushing towards you, your head's going to be spinning and you're not going to know what to do with it, and this person's going to take advantage of that. When I push my energy beyond the point, when I push my energy into you being single and independent and it popping off, it's going to open up doors, and there's people on the other side of that who are not in your life yet. Friends, people who you are going to employ, people are going to be on your payroll. Like, friends from your past are going to be there, family are going to be there. But you've also got a wedding in your future, and it's a beautiful wedding, very low key, and it's beautiful and it's full of love, and it's not with this person. The beautiful day that I'm seeing, there's it's just lovely. It's an outside kind of wedding. There's greenery, there's a breeze, there's butterflies, there's just all this beautiful things. It's not with this person because this person would ruin it. This person would make it, or the universe would make it a grey, rainy day if you two got married. But whoever it is that you're marrying, the way they're looking at you is like you can do no wrong. You're the most amazing thing in the whole wide world. And they want to be with you and they want to be part of you. And if you want a prenup, they'll sign whatever you want them to sign, and they will respect you. They're going to have their own independent wealth. And I think it's very important for the both of you to keep your finances separate as much as possible. But this side hustle of yours, it feels like that's going to be ring fenced in like in the UK we have limited companies, so that when you're an independent person, self-employed earning money, it's called a sole trader. But once you're earning so much, you then put it into a limited company, and it feels like whatever your side hustle is, it's going to turn into something like that. So that would be protected in its own right, and you will be taking a wage from it. You will be being paid from it, a very healthy wage as well. So that will be protected away from whoever you end up marrying. And whoever it is, they just feel amazing. They do, they feel warm and they feel welcoming and everything. And whoever this narcissist is, you don't need them. You don't, they just make you feel so miserable. And they make you feel sad, and they make you feel like you can't. And they've probably even laughed about your side hustle of, why are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time doing that? You know, you don't need them. So moving forward, you've got the 2 of coins, balance coming back in again, you making financial choices for yourself. The 7 of swords reversed in the middle of you both. It feels like you cutting them off, you making manoeuvres behind the scenes that this person's going to suddenly realise they're blocked on everything. Your inner strength is going to come back in again. It's going to completely rock their confidence with the magician reversed, because they're going to realise that you're no longer their puppet and they have no control over you. They're going to make the third party feel like they're having a bit of a fresh start. But again, there's going to be, this person's going to get connected to another person. It's always going to be messy. Short term, the third party is going to feel stability, but that's going to melt away really very quickly, because your person who's your narcissist, your karmic, they're going to very quickly get restless, and they're going to want someone else to chase. Don't let it be you. Moonbeam, you're on the right path. You're absolutely on the right path, so keep walking it. Stay true to yourself. Don't let this person derail you. Fresh start, new beginnings, and that starts today. I do private readings, 24-hour fast track is switched on as much as possible. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so it aims to take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Do they love you, or do they love the other person? That's what we're looking at today. I'm going to pull some charms, zodiacs and letters to give you extra connection to the reading. What messages are here for you? Let's have a look. Do they love you or do they love the other person? The charms can be about this situation or other little things that are going on in your life at the moment. If the reading resonates but the charms don't particularly, bookmark the reading and come back and watch it in the future. At that point, the charms will make more sense. If I pick up anything from them, I will tell you. So let's have a look. We have a padlock, love. We have Pisces, another Pisces, sun, moon or rising, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and we have a tiny little seashell. When we listen to the seashell, we can hear the ocean. We have T, S, V, W, F, P, W, V. Feels like someone's got a website, or if you don't own it, it's like an account on another web post, but it's not social media. It's not social media. So there's that. Do they love you or do they love the other person? What do you need to know? Third party situation. I'm going to start with the third party situation spread, and I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. And then down this side is the third party. Now for me, the third party is always the person that's furthest away from you. You're always on my left-hand side and I always read for you. Whatever the technical things is, the third party is never you. And then we have the connecting energy. There's been drastic changes happening between the both of you. It feels like you and your person have had quite a long life together. Yeah. Feels like your person have had quite a long life together, and this third party needs to shove off, really, don't they? That's what they need to do. We don't like the third party, we like you. It almost feels like whoever this third party is was a mistake. Was a mistake on the part of your person. We have the devil reversed for your person in the recent past, the 6 of Wands reversed for the third party, and the moon reversed in the middle of them both. Don't know if they know each other through work. Feels like you and your person were in a very strong and stable long-term relationship. And it feels like whoever this third party is, they want you to think that they're important. They're not. They want you to think that your person cheated on you. They want you to think the worst. They want you to think that your person chased them. And there's something here of... there's like this gut feeling of... did your person actually cheat though? Did they actually do that though? You know, did they though? Or is it just the third party that wants you to think that they did? You may have read messages on a phone. You may have heard a rumour. You may have, you know, your person may have said, yeah, I fancy them. But has your person actually crossed the line? And then the thing that is here is the universe is telling me to tell you, you know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know if these two slept with each other or not. You know if they did or not. You've had it confirmed to you whether they did or not. But But with the moon reversed in the middle of them both, this third party wants you to think the worst. They want you both to break up. They want you to give up on, it feels like, your marriage or your union. They want you to. It benefits them if you do. But your person doesn't love them. Your person was attracted to them, but they're not anymore. And it feels like quite an unfair situation for your person, which makes you probably want to throttle them because they've brought it on themselves, you know. I'm not saying they're completely innocent, but I think they're a bit naive. I think your person was very naive. It feels like whoever this third party is had an agenda the whole time, you know. So in the recent past, you've had the Ten of Pentacles, and this is the life that you and your person had together. We have the Temperance in the middle of you both. Until all of this happened, you were both getting on great. Until all of this happened. It feels like your person was trapped into something. It's like a honey trap or something like that. And I'm not convinced that it's as bad as what the third party wants you to think it is. But then because there's all this here, it's like, I don't know whether to believe them or not. I don't know whether to believe this is still your person. You don't know whether to believe them or not. And it's really hard, isn't it? Let's pull from this deck. What do we need to know? What other messages are here? What do you need to know? Can you get back to the place of trust in them again? I think that's the question. Your person loves you. Your person's never loved anyone else. Your person had a very serious relationship with you. Yeah, they may have thought that whoever this third party was attractive and fun or whatever, but that's not relationship material. Is there a pathway forward here for the both of you? That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Can you both get back on track again? Thoughts? You're going to be, that's the problem, isn't it? When your person's quiet, are they thinking about this person? If your person's looking at the phone, are they messaging this person? What does your person really think? And then it's like, details. Do you really want the details of what went on and what didn't go on? House. Moving house may be an option. Have you thought about moving house? Making your person move jobs. But I think overthinking right now is going to be the thing that, understandably, your mind must be running riot, you know. But remember, every time you overthink it, that's what the third party wants you to do. It's what the third party's been rejected. The third party has been rejected. So we've got two. We have boat. Receiving what you need, progress, arriving, moving on, closure issues. And then we have coffee, meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. The both of you can get back on to a friendship level again. And if you can be friends again, then you can move forward from this. It's not going to be easy, and you may get to the point where you feel that there is no pathway here for you. But it's really hard, isn't it? Let's carry on talking through the cards. We have the Star reversed for you at the moment, which is, how can I forgive them? How can I forgive them? I don't feel that I know the full story. And it kind of feels like your person may be saying, I didn't sleep with them. Nothing like that happened. It was just messages. I was naive. I was stupid. I didn't realise that they had feelings for me. There wasn't anything to it and everything. But because the third party is putting this energy out of, they want you to think that much worse things happened than what they did. It's really hard. You're like, how do I forgive this? How do I don't know everything I need to know. But then sometimes it's that you have to move to a place of, okay, well, I know what I know. And then you have to do with what you do with what you know. You know, there's a lot of no's in there, isn't there? So we have the Death card in the middle of you both. Things can't carry on the way that they are. Things have got to change. And it's gone from this really happy relationship to this third party coming along and ruining it. So things do have to change. The Ace of Swords reversed for your person. It's an unfair situation for the both of you. It really is. The third party has the Nine of Wands. They're very rejected. They're very rejected. But they're also fighting. The Judgment card reversed in the middle of them both. The third party will get their karma for what they've done, consequences for their actions. But also your person's suffering the consequences of their inaction, of being so stupid. Again, I do think, I think that you know if they slept together or not. I think that you know whether they did or not. Feels like your person's saying, no, I didn't. But I think your intuition, you know whether they did or not. And this third party's not giving up without a fight. Although what they're hoping to achieve, I don't know, because your person doesn't have feelings for them. Your person's not interested in them. They're almost like a kid. They're like being really immature. They're not got a bar on you, you know. So moving forward, you have the Five of Cups, which is, can you get to the point where you can let all of this go so that you can turn around and face the future and be together or not? And it feels like it will be you that decides whether you and your person are going to have a future together or not. It's not for your person to decide. Only you can decide if you can forgive them. It feels like your person loves you. They want to be with you. They want a future with you. They don't want to give up. They don't want you to give up. They want something from you. And it feels like they're saying that at the moment. But at the end of the day, it will be you that decides whether you can forgive. You probably won't forget. But can you move past this? And can the both of you form a new relationship that's built on a true friendship? Because you had that friendship there anyway. But it's like going back to the drawing board. It's going back to the beginning of, okay, as friends, we'll work our way through this. And being honest about how you feel and how this affects you. And the Knight of Wands reversed in the middle of you both at that point is almost like things are going to have to take time. This isn't like something I could say, forgive them, forget about it, move on, you're going to be happy. No, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Again, there's a house move, a delayed house move, and a job move probably. Keep saying, I do private readings, they're always available. 24-hour fast track is switched on as much as possible. They have the Three of Pentacles reversed and then the Two of Pentacles in the middle of them both. It feels like this person, this third party, is not going to be able to accept that they've been rejected. They don't want them. You know, there's resentment there. I thought we were part of a team. If they work together, they're going to have to be separated. They just are. Feels like your person doesn't want anything to do with them. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, moving forward for your person, is the effects of all of this is going to last quite a while. This third party is going to cling on for a bit longer because they're delusional. They think, this third party thinks that they can have, it's almost like this third party has seen the wonderful relationship that you and your person had. And they think that by having your person, they can have that. What they don't realise is that the magic that you and your person had is the magic that only you and your person has. That chemistry, you can't then like put a different recipe in it and get the same result. No. This third party is so stupid. Like, they need to find their own person with their own chemistry. If they want what you both had, they need to create that with somebody who's a free agent. They can't look at you and think they can have what you've got, you know? No way, no way. And it's going to be a while before the third party moves on and moves off from this. But your person doesn't want to talk to them. Your person doesn't want anything to do with them. Your person just wants to be with you, you know. So I'm just thinking, what do I need to do? I'm going to Do a 9-card spread. Let's get the bunny deck out. The bunnies will tell us. The bunnies will tell us. I'm going to do a 9-card spread for you. And it's at the 5 of Cups. I want to see what's around you at that point. Can the both of you work it out? Can you get back on the same page again? Can you trust them again? You know, what do you need to know for you? Relationship counselling, talking therapy, everything. Throw the kitchen sink at it. You know, do everything that you possibly can. If you want to be together, don't just ignore it and think, okay, well, we'll just pretend none of it happened. No, there needs to be an element of getting it all out. The 6 of Cups reversed would be ashamed to let everything go. The Queen of Cups, you love your person so much. And then the Hermit reversed, you're just in this space of, I don't know what to do with it. I love them and I could easily forgive them, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Are they going to do it again? The 3 of Cups reversed is this third party. You in the middle, you're the one with the power, you have the Ace of Swords. Your person has the Ace of Swords reversed. All your person can do is fight for you, apologise, go through the motions, do what you need them to do. But at the end of the day, the power is in your hands on this, and it's going to be up to you to decide what happens. The 3 of Pentacles reversed is to do with the third party. The Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's going to take time. The 10 of Cups, so both of you can get back to a happy place again. And then we have the Fool, a fresh start for the both of you. I kind of feel if I could fast forward you both 3 years from now, you'd both be back in this happy place that you were before. And I don't think it's going to take that long. I think it feels like a house move and a job move. And some talking therapy. If you can get all them 3 into your relationship, the both of you have hope for the future. But it's going to take time. But then you have that Fool and you have the 10 of Cups. It's almost like I saw the Fool. It's like, well, they're my fool. They're my idiot. And I don't think, like, your person was so naive in this situation. They've learnt their lesson. They've learnt their lesson. They're not going to be an idiot again. They're just not. They love you too much. And this third party, it kind of feels like this third party isn't going to go away willingly, but there's a house move and a job change that will move things forward. So that's what I have for you. You can get there. It's painful and it's frustrating, and but there's a lot of love here. There's friendship here. There's life here. There's a lot of people around you both, you know. Do what is right for you, whatever that is. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection. So your angels take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here today.